Hey everyone, it's me, Doomlink, and welcome back to Doomlink's Life Hunts in Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. God, it's been a little while since you last did that, Doomlink. Well, I do agree with you, it has been a little while. I don't know when the last time was that I was in this game, probably at least a month, maybe even 2. But, you know what, definitely 2. I don't think it's been less than 2 months by now. But it's, well, I wouldn't go so far as to say it's good to be back, but it's, you know, something a little different. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do 3 Ultimate or Generations Ultimate today, and I think one of the reasons why I decided to do Generations Ultimate was because I was watching back an older Generations Ultimate recording just last night. So it made me feel like playing Generations Ultimate, I suppose. Now, it is worth mentioning that I haven't played this game on camera. I have played it since Rise came out, but I haven't played it on camera since Rise came out. So therefore, the community should be much smaller than it was when I was last recording. And who knows what it's going to look like. I actually don't know. I haven't been on in about a week in this game, so we're going to find out just how few people are playing. It's probably going to be pretty lonely out here. But no more lonely than 3 Ultimate, so really this isn't going to be unusual for me. It's just going to be a little strange, given that I'm used to having a much larger community in this particular game. So we'll see what happens, but yeah, it's worth mentioning that it's really quite cold at the moment where I am, and I've been waiting for the cold weather to finally arrive, quite frankly. I've been getting sick of the warm weather, so it is well and truly, well, it's not winter yet, but it feels like it's on the way, so I'm enjoying that. But either way, welcome Juvenita. Chats are organised, I believe, and I'll make sure everything's fine. Yeah, everything seems well to me. So no, that is the wrong button that I'm pressing already, which is a great start. Let's see what we've got here. So, no real objective, no quest type. I've only set it to HR 13 and above, and I've got 2 rooms, okay? So that should give you an idea of just what I'm dealing with here. Not many people are playing at all. There used to be 3 pages of rooms when I would search with these parameters, okay? So yeah, there you go. Your balls are also icicles at the moment. I'm sorry to hear that, but you are in Ireland, so I wouldn't be too terribly surprised to hear that. So let's see what we've got here. Well, I know what we've got actually. We've got that, but didn't it say Hyper Devil Joe in the room info? Probably. I'm quite sure it said that, yeah. Hyper Devil Joe. Apparently this is Hyper Devil Joe, everyone. It's a little bit of a shock to the system that actually a Hyper Devil Joe is in fact a Savage Devil Joe. It's sort of like being told that you're adopted, but that's alright. I can live with these sorts of sudden, shocking realizations. It is the only the only actual Monster Hunter on the Switch, you're correct about that. It is a shame, but they decided that what they really should have done was brought 4 Ultimate to the Switch, but they were not going to do that, obviously, because why would they? They've never done anything like that before. Well, they technically did that with 3 Ultimate, didn't they? Because 3 Ultimate had been out for a few years by the time, or like 2 years by the time it made its way to the Wii U, so yeah, it does beg the question why they didn't do something like that with 4 Ultimate. But oh well, would have been quite nice, actually, to play 4 Ultimate but not looking like it's disgusting, you know, that 3D effect and whatever else they were trying to pass off as modern graphics of the 2nd decade of the 21st century. But anyway, I really don't know what to use. I'm actually unsure as to what to do. This light status set here is obviously not finalized. I've explained this before. I do actually have the gun for it now, but anyway. Yeah, it is quite empty, Rivian. Hopefully these guys aren't getting all antsy. What are they saying? Something about... what? Okay. Someone not knowing what Athena's armor set search is in the chat. Of course, I'm always covering the chat, do expect that. What am I doing with myself? I guess I could go hunting horn, yeah. So I would use, therefore, dragon. No thunder is what we want. Oh my god. I'm holding my PS4 controller right now, and I'm used to using this with Souls games. I've been playing Dark Souls 2 recently, so X is usually my selecting button, but now it's A again, or circle. And I have to tell you, that's probably my least favourite thing about playing different games on controllers. It's the fact that sometimes the circle will be select, and then other times X will be select, and it's so fucking annoying to have to go back and forth between those two things, because your select button is your select button, and it fucks with your head when that changes. And, you know, I can't really describe it any other way. Frontier G was on the Wii U? What? I remember Frontier being on the Xbox 360, but not the Wii U. That's very strange. That's very strange. Okay, so... nice CB, yeah, well... let me just see what my songs are. It seems easy enough to remember. Frontier G on Wii U, that's very odd. That I never knew about. I mean, maybe I had seen that at some point, but I've since forgotten, but... yeah, I only thought that Frontier released on 360 outside of the PC release. So there you go, that's an interesting realization. Let's go and fight a Savage Devil Joe. Some things just don't change, do they? Oftentimes when I would play Generations Ultimate, I'd be hunting the same sort of monsters. And definitely Savage Devil Joe would be one of those. And here we are, with almost a dead community, and still hunting the same shit, so that's just real good fun. Fortunately, I have spawned near to the monster, or close to the monster. Yeah, I seem to remember something like that with Frontier on the Wii U, but I think part of it was part of the reason why I didn't care was because Frontier was totally off my radar by that point. If it came out in December 2013, it's like, no way. Frontier died in 2011, thank you very much. I'll play self-improvement just to start with. I'm not going to be one of those idiots who likes to buff teammates before everyone's in the room. I mean, I say that, not that I've experienced people buffing teammates with only one person in the room, but, you know, it's sort of, that sort of ignorance would be in line with people dropping traps when only 2 out of 4 people are there, things like that, which you do kind of see often. It's really sad. Don't throw a fucking dung bomb. How am I missing you? It'd be great if I could be on target. Okay, now you can throw your dung bomb, okay. But people who immediately throw dung bombs during pin animations really annoys me. Okay, that's the wrong song. No, don't you dare. Okay, let me try that again. Bugger off. Here we go, and then I believe it's... no, I can't remember the song now. Let me double check that. Worst hunting horn player ever. Okay, so it's... no, fuck you. It's this here. Fuck me. Alright. Now for the most important song that you can ever play on a hunting horn. It is Attack Up for the Team. Second most important would probably be between high grade earplugs and no stamina loss. And coming in third would probably be defense up large. Anything other than that is stupid, as far as I'm concerned. Now, I don't know if anyone would agree with that, but as far as I'm concerned, attack up for the team is really important. I do not use hunting horns that do not have attack up for the team, because the reality is that you, as a hunting horn user, don't really have much in the way of damage, so you need to be compensating for that by boosting the team's damage. So that way you're not actually reducing the overall team damage by using a hunting horn, you see. It's one thing to be support, but it's another thing to just have shit damage, so that's why, in my opinion, attack up horns are very important. I will play some defense up large. I believe I remember how it's played, so we're going to find out if I'm right about it. No, that's not the fucking thing. Stop that. Alright, so it can't be what I was thinking in my head. Let's check what that is. No, come on. It's... okay, so it's the reverse of what I played before, regarding the middle 2 notes. Well, I didn't know Frontier was on all those systems. I guess that just shows that I completely stopped paying attention to Frontier by the time like 2010 rolled around, because back then it was only on PC and Um... 316. So, what am I doing? I just, for some reason, cannot mentally handle the process of doing Hunting Horn right now. I don't know what it is. I think maybe it has to do with the... Come on, that is the song. Am I going insane? Oh, it starts on a red. Well, fuck me up my asshole. Seriously. So it goes, what? Yeah, I think I see. So it goes red, blue, red, and then purple. Fuck me. Admittedly, I did just wake up, but come on. Let's try a little harder with the defense up songs, and then I have to go straight back into attack up, I think. That's no, max health. What am I doing? Oh, that's... Yeah, I'm definitely, without a doubt, half asleep, because I didn't even read the song. I assumed... I saw a song under attack boost, I saw that it was L, so I assumed it was defense up. So it's actually what I first thought, which was 2 blue notes. Oh my god. Anyway. How pathetic is that? Why is no one receiving the song? Swear to god that song did not appear on the screen when I played it just then. Oh my god, I'm having quite a moment. I hope you can forgive me. I am feeling a little drowsy, admittedly, but really, Hunting Horn doesn't take that much, I don't know, mental engagement. But apparently it requires just enough for me to fuck it up royally. When I'm in a state such as this, so. Isn't that just great? Alright, we have to go back to self-improvement, but I think I'm going to prioritize the playing of Attack Up Large for that. Or over that. No, don't you dare. You know, I'm just trying to play my music. Could you have a little bit of respect? I think he's going to combo into that. Yeah, he is. Well, they're called fivers now, are they? I see. Come on, because I bounced on him, I wasn't able to continue into, I suppose, what you would call an encore. I don't know if that's called... No, it's not really called an encore. If you play a song out of attacking, is that considered an encore, or is that strictly when you play a song twice? That is the question of the day. Because if you think about it, you are playing a song out of an animation, so it could be referred to as an encore. Possibly. Yeah, anyway. Well, I do know that it's... yes, but... as I said, the question was strictly... I understand that an encore is indeed playing the song twice. My question was, is it strictly that? As in, only that? Feels very weird being able to walk up to the monster and attack it without knocking off my... or knocking off the guy who's mounting it. So I have been playing... well, pretty much all of my 4th gen play recently has been in 4 Ultimate. So... I'm used to staying the hell away from monsters when they are being mounted. God damn it. It's probably not worth sharpening up here. Because... I think I've only got a tiny sliver of white. I'm so tired that I read Gabu as Gobel. My teammate Gabu. Need to, I don't know, dunk my head in cold water or something. So Sonic Smash I still only have at level 1 for some reason. I just haven't happened to do the quest that would give me Sonic Smash 3. I believe that I still don't have it. Well, that was a little annoying. But I found even Sonic Smash level 1's pretty good, so I would imagine that level 3 would be... oh, don't tell me I'm stuck in... oh, that worked. Probably going to have to play Attack Up Large again pretty soon, or I could, I suppose, do Defensor. Oh, here we go. There we go, that's a good use of dung. That's worthwhile. Stop it. I'm trying to play my music. Oh, Protea ended up dying anyway. Well, that's unfortunate. And I'm also Dragon Blighted, so... Protea apologizes for his death. And my defense up song was of no assistance whatsoever. But just for the sake of it, I will play it. For the people who remain. You know, now that I realize... Oh, no, you're alright. No, you don't dung when the person's in the mouth. If you're being carried in the mouth, that's barely going to hurt you, and you can get out of it very easily. There's no reason to dung in that situation. My goodness. Alright. So. Let's go and get... Well, no, I can't line up an attack song because I've got no idea when this Protea guy is going to come. Is he freaking out or what? How long is it going to take him to leave the camp? Is he waiting for the team to do all the work? I don't really understand. Who am I being knocked by? Must be a longsword. No, it's a sword and shield guy. You know, interestingly, the sword and shield guys in Generations Ultimate knock you around more than the fucking longsword guys. I don't know why. Maybe they're just ignorant or something and don't... I mean, you'd think that with the highest mobility weapon type, there would be no reason not to reposition if you're messing up your team, but... or messing up a teammate, but they still don't do it. I don't really know what it comes down to. Maybe it comes down to sheer ignorance, lack of experience, I'm not sure. But I do get messed up by sword and shield users quite a lot. It's oftentimes that overhead swing that has the knocking effect. Don't know how, but they always end up being right by a teammate when they do it. And it's bothersome to me. Alright, so let's go and get the attack song on the go, shall we? Oh, there goes the tail. Only once in a blue moon that happens. No. Oh, jeez. No, don't. Stop it. Why are you playing it again? Or attempting to play it when there are no notes lined up. Just stop that. Yes, Kevin, you are quite observant. Need to go and get that attack song going before I forget to do it. Oh, sorry, Angel. I didn't even intend to play the blue note, I have to tell you. That was not my intention whatsoever. But I think I'm going to have to play some self-improvement. You know, the fact that it's taken this long to kill this monster is a little bit pathetic, and I think of it, to be honest, is rooted in the fact that I'm using the hunting horn, because I'm not doing very well with it today. Not very well at all. No, stop that. Why do you keep playing that fucking note? Like, what is it about that note? Do you have some sort of obsession with that? Fucking hell, Doomlink. Please get yourself organised. Mentally, first and foremost, and then maybe get something else organised, I don't know. Alright, let's continue this fucking attack song. I realise that I have Dragon Blight. This is not lost on me. Fuck off, Apsaros. You just smash you in the head. Very nice, very nice. Of course, leveling up the song there will reset the time that it will be effective for. You can actually do that to maintain the song the entire time. Every time you replay it, it does reset the time. Provided that it does stack on top of a previously activated song. Like, let's say if I play... Well, no. This might be one of my worst Devil Joe hunts in the history of my career as a Monster Hunter player. And I don't know how it happened, but it did. And I don't think I've seen a team get pinned so often. I mean, the team's not amazing, but I can't really shit-talk them because I'm playing like absolute donkey dick myself, so... I'm sort of... I feel very much at home with this team. Oh my god. Well, rather than at home, I feel like I am just about performing at the right level. Am I still Dragon Blighted? You've got to be climbing into my anus and eating from within. Okay, so let's go and chase after. Hey Beta, good to see you. I'm doing pretty good, just, well, I could have carved the tail, but I don't really need anything. I need nothing. So, I know I said that I wouldn't bother sharpening up, but that blue sharpness has been bothering me, so there you go. I mean, this is actually, I believe, the worst Savage hunt that I've done, not just on camera in this game, but in any game that I've ever hunted Savage Joe in. I do think this is the worst that I've seen, because he's still alive. Oh, he's in there. Well, I guess I missed him. Maybe there was an audio cue that he was in there and I just didn't hear it because my TV's kind of low volume, I'm not sure. Right, yeah, Takashi. Alright. Can you fucking die? I mean, I know you guys are saying, oh yeah, real good Doomlink, you're missing all your hits. Don't worry, damage compensation's dealing the damage. Alright, that's a fucking limp out, I can smell it. The stench of your weakness permeates my nose. Can you fuck off, you goddamn... whatever the name of that charge blade is. The charge blade that was apparently, for reasons unknown, complimented by a fellow teammate. It's like, nice charge blade. Well, that's what it's called. It's called Blackguard. That's what the original one's called anyway. Blackguard. It's about as exciting looking as... I don't know. I can't even think of something to compare it to. But it's not very exciting looking. Nor is it particularly exciting stats-wise. I mean, it's alright. It's not a bad charge blade when it's fully upgraded, but that wouldn't be my raw damage charge blade of choice, we'll put it that way. Alrighty. Nice work, says Protea. Protea, that took 15 minutes. If you're not getting sub 10 on a monster that's this weak to element... Oh, that's what it is. It's because no one's using element except for me and I was barely hitting the monster. How funny is that? That's the reason why this took so long. It's because a team with all thunder weapons will get this done very quickly because he's very weak to thunder, but no one here is using elements, so no wonder it took so damn long. Even with my attack boost. Well, whatever. Well, Savage Devil Joe really... He does have a decent amount of health, but his extreme elemental weakness does make him fairly easy. But only if you use the TEM elemental weapons. Oh dear. Yeah, Protea also died. Well, I got a gem and a crook. That is my 17th crook. I think you can forgive me if I don't thrust my arms into the air and holler in joy. I don't know. We don't say holler over him. Because, I mean, you can especially tell because it sounds really dumb with my accent. It's not a word that is used. And I was saying to Ethan, you know, we don't say holler. Or rather, what I said was, the only people who say holler are Americans. And he's like, well, what do you say? I said, yell, I guess. I mean, it seems like a word that has no business existing. It really has, like... I will tell you that there is actually an equivalent phrase. We say, give us a yell. Give us a yell when you're ready, you know? Seriously, that's an equivalent phrase. Now that's a bit cute, you know, that's a cutesy phrase, you know, give us a yell. But, at least it's not holler. Anyway. So, aside from that, really pathetic performance. And I can say performance almost in a musical sense, because I am using a musical weapon. But, yeah, after that pathetic performance, I think I'm going to return to a weapon type that might be slightly more comfortable for one such as me, who is currently in a mental state that would be a little bit questionable at best. This is a Devil Joe room, so we might be getting Devil Joe again. I will check to make sure that... I like how I equipped Lance when I, in my mind, was talking about a more comfortable weapon type. I hate Lance. Oh my god. Okay. Well, I'll leave it up to the team, and if they've got nothing interesting to post, then I will move on. And, oh, that's not Blackguard, that's something else. Pure Veil. Oh, I see. Well, it's... I would actually argue that that's uglier than Blackguard. But it's a good charge blade. He was using an ice... No, he must have changed charge blades. There's no way that's what he was using before. He could not have gone into that quest with a fucking ice charge blade. I do not believe that for a second. How do you... Oh, here we go. Gabu wants to know how to unlock something. Okay. Hello, Error. Well, Beta, I'm not going to hunt with them again, and I'd like for them to learn the hard way. Oh god, he's asking how to unlock Ashurian XR. Well, I don't know what would be more time consuming, asking this room or Google searching it. I would say that it would be less time consuming to Google search it. GX White Fatalis. Well, there was a time when I wanted that armor set, but I don't really want it anymore, so I probably won't bother. Deviant tones. Well, no, I don't think so. G1. Oh, fuck off, Hellblade. You've got the balls to post a Hellblade room with this few people playing. Alright, Deviant tones, provided it's G rank. Provided it's G rank. I have no desire to do high rank fucking Deviants right now. No desire. Don't mention Bloodborne to Doom, yeah, don't. It's a sore subject. Alright, what are we doing in this room? Looks like 3 of these people don't really need Deviants, surely. Well, no, actually, I suppose technically, given that we do not have the big crown, we do need Deviants. I mean, anyone who wants to get the big crown, I do question their sanity. I have a lot of respect for Sirius. You know why? He's hunter rank 904, and he hasn't even killed his own EX Deviant yet. I have respect for that guy. I think I like this guy. I think we can be friends. Because again, I mean, for those who don't know, I hate the Deviant quest system. I think it was a mistake. Like a big mistake. And extremely short-sighted on the part of Capcom. It's please do my urgent times 50, basically. Yeah, this looks like a Deviant quest to me. Yep. That's Deviant, alright. A 4-monster arena quest. None of which are Deviants, you know? Only Deviant, says Serios. Well, don't make it too complicated for Sabertooth, Serios, because I think the fact that he just turned up in a Deviant-only room and posted a fucking 4-monster arena quest would indicate that on its own is probably too complicated. You start talking to him and he's gonna fall away. He's just gonna be like, I can't deal with this. Communication is beyond me. You always thought HR 900 people were modders? Why? Especially not in this game. This is the easiest game of all to get to a high hunter rank in. I mean, I'm hunter rank 750, I mean, that took no time at all. It takes like 3 times longer to get to this, and probably 4 or 5 times longer to get to this hunter rank in 3 Ultimate, for example. 750 or 900 even is quite simple. I mean, you really want me to capture a high rank Thunderlord? You can go and eat some manure for breakfast, you fucking donkey dick. Whoa, what happened here? Do my eyes deceive me, or are there 2 pages of rooms all of a sudden? Recruiting. Deadlock. Trun. You poor bastard, you can't even get that right. How do you manage a typo in the room name? How do you manage that? Trum. Reminds me of prawn. Okay, let's go to Trun. And I will say, whose Trun is it? Seriously, who's Trun? Anyone watching some prawn? Prawn with all the grills, you know. As well as other misspellings. Well, that's right, BetAstar. The deviant monsters themselves are perfectly fine. It's the quest system that's a complete mess and was just generally a terrible idea. Meat is murder. I hate you people, I really do. I just did Savage Devil Joe after saying that every time I play this game I hunt Savage Devil Joe, and you assholes are posting Savage Devil Joe. I mean, let's have fun, says Amity. Yeah, sure. Hopefully that involves monsters that are not Savage Devil Joe, because I'm sick of him by now. I struggled so much with Generations that I didn't want to accept people had that high of a rank. If you say so. What about Generations was a struggle for you? It's a fairly easy game. Unless that was like your first traditional Monster Hunter game. Which might be a bit of a learning curve, I guess, but if it wasn't, then I do wonder what was so difficult. Well, A-Gaming, if we don't see Elden Ring gameplay this year, something is very wrong. In other words, I think we definitely will. Isn't it supposed to be coming out in 2022? Anyway. Yeah, needs an easy mode. I heard about that. Someone was, well, I heard, I guess you could say, rumblings of game journalists calling for an easy mode in Monster Hunter Rise. That's pretty funny. Hello, Amity. You're welcome to get on Generations Ultimate. We can play together, I don't mind. Anyone who's got Generations Ultimate and wants to play, you're welcome to play with me, shit. Not gonna stop you. You can beat Rise with your left testicle. And yes, doesn't live up to the legacy of the movies. Pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Especially the use of the word legacy. I mean, that was a translation, but I'm just going to assume that that's an accurate translation. Because the legacy of the movie suggests that the movie has set a standard for the series that must be met. And to start with, the movie was an insult to the series. It didn't set a standard. It set the bar so fucking low that, I don't know, you'd be dragging your face through the dirt like a dog to get under the bar, okay? So, that was the Monster Hunter movie, and you're going to tell me that Rise fails to live up to the legacy of the movie. Well, yeah. You watched that movie with a bottle of tequila? Well, I hope you weren't taking a shot every single time something cringeworthy happened, because you probably finished the bottle. Why is no one posting a quest? Particularly Amity, the Huntering 64. I mean, don't you have things you need to do? I do realise that with a smaller community things have gotten a lot more relaxed here, which is good, I guess, but I'm live. I'm not here to twiddle my thumbs, you know. I watched the movie while high out of my mind and I still didn't enjoy it. Yeah, well, anyone who didn't pirate that movie should be ashamed of themselves. That's all I can say about that. Oh god. So Generations was your first Monster Hunter game and you played it on the 2DS. Amity is doing the, is doing a face that would suggest that she's surprised that no one's posting a quest. Now, you're all what? High Hunter rank? Not really. You want to fucking post something, or do you just want to sit there and chat? You know, if you want, go find a Chatango chat room or something. Or go on Omegle, if that still exists. Better yet, go on to Chat Roulette or something. If you want to have a chat with strangers. That's the place to go, Chat Roulette. I go there every morning, actually. It's part of my morning ritual to go on Chat Roulette with my webcam. Actually, I shower on webcam while going on Chat Roulette. Can we please, like, do something? Amity, you are obviously here. You're hosting the room. Do you have nothing to do? Yeah, I think they are RPing. It's like RP chat room. I mean, let's have a look and see what we've done so far. We've got Heya, I said hi. 2 people joined, and then we're all sitting here doing nothing. She does that face, and then Nairo left, and then she's like, you're all, oh. And then silence again. Like, what, do you need a written invitation to post a quest? I mean, it's your fucking room. I mean, I didn't think it was such a complicated idea to post a quest in Monster Hunter. Oh! Axios is getting annoyed. He's like, oh, I'm posting. If no one's posting, I'm posting. Probably trolling me? I don't think so. You know, you assume too much of people. You really do. I mean, I would guarantee it's not a troll. Axios realized he didn't have a quest to do either. Amity, we're here to do your quest. Clearly. Like, we came here because we have nothing to do, and apparently you don't have anything to do at your low huntering. Old BetAstar's here. Here we go. This is the fun room, Beta. This is where all the action's at. Can you ask this girl to post a fucking quest? Oh, she's walking up. I think she was posting a quest. Holy shit. Oh my god. What? Host a room and just sit there? That's stupid. And here I would have thought the G community would have been a little better than that. Why is Amity willing to do anything at that hunter rank? I mean, what that suggests to me is that this person doesn't really know how to build a character, because at hunter rank 64 you should be absolutely submerged in things to do. Well, I was submerged in things to do. I was so submerged that I had to stop playing for a little while because I was overwhelmed by how much I needed to do at hunter rank 60. I didn't play for like 5 months. I was so overwhelmed. But this person's like, yeah, I'll hunt anything, and I'm so willing to hunt anything at my low hunter rank that I will sit here and let these high hunter ranks post, even though they don't want to do anything either. It's bizarre. Anyway, so let's go and equip something appropriate for Seragios. That would be Thunder. I guess I'll go Sword and Shield. So, what is my Thunder, Sword and Shield? I've forgotten it. Dread Razor. There we go. Okay. Yes, Takashi. That, that image, that was taken from one of my recordings in this game. I mean, I was just, very similar situation to this one. I was just sitting there waiting for people to do something, And in that time, there was a guy in the chat who was just, I don't know, figuratively speaking, taking a shit in the chat. Like, just mashing keys and screaming and saying ridiculous things. Like, I don't really know how else to describe it. It was ridiculous. I mean, if I were to read it out, I wouldn't be able to because most of it was illegible. I'm sharting. Yes. In fact, the I'm sharting part was really the only thing that was written in English. The rest, and then there was like, I think it finally finished after a wall of screaming, something like "Don't underestimate my power" or something. Anyway, in other words, he was sharting, and look, I've never sharted. But I would imagine the experience would be similar to that. What are we even hunting? What is it again? Sergio, so he's down here. I believe. Oh no, oh he's over there. Well, okay. Come to think of it, I don't even know if I've fought Sergios in this area before. It's very strange, I'll tell you that. Because this is so second gen, but... I'm hunting Sergios here. Well, obviously I went the wrong way, and I really don't blame myself because I've never fought him here, and if I have, it was probably only once ever. "2010 was probably the best year for Monster Hunter. It was really exciting. It was really exciting. Tri came out, and Portal the Third, in 1 year, and it was amazing. It was just amazing. I mean, Tri obviously came out the year before in Japan, but... Portable Third was easy to patch into English. People were working on fan translations within like a month of the game coming out. Whoa, get out of there. Within a month or two of the game coming out, people were working on fan translations, and that was fairly easy to get working on the PSP. Bit harder to do that sort of thing on a Wii though, so I don't think anyone was doing that with Tri, and it's also worth mentioning that I believe the Wii is region locked, whereas the PSP is not. Now I say I believe the Wii is region locked because I would assume that to be the case. I'm quite sure that it is. What do you mean PS2 is still going strong? The Monster Hunter 1 servers were down by then. What PS2 games are you talking about specifically? Let's go and heal on up. I mean, I guess Monster Hunter G might have still been up. Oh, I see. Well, I guess maybe some people were still playing on their PlayStation 2s, but I recall it being all about the PS3 at that time. I guess that's what I was surrounded by. Well, more like all about the 360, because, you know, 360 being the cheaper console, and indeed the worst designed one, ended up being the most popular, so... Don't tilt your Xbox, the disc will get scratched. Oh, red ring of death. Don't let your Xbox overheat. I mean, seriously, they made a cheaper console so it was not as functional. I will admit that the software was better on Xbox, but the console was definitely functionally worse. On top of that, I'd rather give my money to Sony than to Microsoft, but admittedly I gave my money to both back then, so... I had a 360 and a PS3. Not at first, but... by 2011 I had both, from memory. Yeah. Oh dear. I've not really been contributing to this hunt. I've been playing very passively. I don't know what's happening today. I'm in full autopilot today. Oh yes, the free online of PS3 versus Xbox Live payment, or Xbox Gold, or whatever they fucking called it. Imagine calling it Xbox Gold and then having that be required for online play. I mean, it's so silly. Doom sleep. Whoa. I was expecting to see a Seregios falling on the ground there, because I heard something break on him while he was flying away. Which was interesting. Usually if something's about to... well, usually if something is breaking, that'd be enough to knock him out of the air, but that did not happen. Which is interesting. YouTube's running better for you than Twitch today? That is very odd. Unusual. Well, it's not too unusual. YouTube usually runs fine, it just looks like shit. But anyway. Got Chaos Oil ready. I do not have Chaos Oil 3 yet. Don't know when I will eventually get that, probably when I'm old and grey. Get a nice hit off on your face there. Maybe I'll actually start paying attention to the hunt, that might help. I've yet to actually pay attention to it, I might actually start doing that. Let's take this opportunity to Sword Dance. I believe the damage of Sword Dance is increased by Chaos Oil, and the reason why I believe that is because the visual effects of Chaos Oil remain during the Sword Dance animation, so that would indicate to me that Sword Dance isn't such set damage that Chaos Oil cannot actually contribute to it. Would you like me to come and lock down monsters? You can if you'd like to. I mean, really, anyone who's watching is welcome to hunt. Just let me know. Say the word and I'll make a fucking room for viewers. We'll do it and we'll hunt whatever. I'm happy to do that. I mean, if Arexian wants to jump on, then that means there's one space for someone else if they would like to join. Because I've got Beta here as well. Can we capture it, says Amity? Sure. I don't know where the weak area is. Is it? Oh, it's over there apparently. Very well. Yo. Looks like we've got ourselves a 4. Vernon's here. Vernon hasn't said anything in the chat yet, I don't think. Also, hello Forlorn, good to see you. Yeah, I don't think Vernon said anything in the chat yet, but if he's jumping on Generations Ultimate, he's playing with me. That's what's happening. Don't know why everyone's going down there. What's happening? Or Amity's going down there anyway. And Llama is definitely lost. Alright, go and trap our friend. Oh, you fucking... That was right at the end of my animation too. That was unbelievable. Oh, now we're both putting down traps, are we? Well, thank God you're putting it down, because apparently he really wants to fuck me. That was unbelievable. It was right in the last moment of that animation he hit me. Oh, you've said a couple of things? Well, I'm sorry. Oh, I thought that... How did I read... Oh, I see. I thought... Oh, when you... How did I read you as Arexian? God, I really am tired. Hello, Vernon. I thought you were Arexian. How did I think that? Did I read his name somewhere, or am I actually fucking hallucinating now? What is happening today? Okay. There you go. So yes, I was reading what you were saying, but somehow I was hallucinating and I was reading Arexian instead of Phoenix, so... There you go. John Ross says, I wanted Monster Hunter to rise, not fall. That's a good one. I like that. Yeah, Arexian usually is that shade of purple. That might have been what it was, but doesn't matter. Generally, I find that it's easier to open your eyes when reading things. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a room. Because we've got 3 at the moment, so let's do that. We've got BetAstar, we've got Vernon, so let's do that. I'll make a room called the Big Haunt. The Big Haunt. Yeah. Okay, HR minimum 13. Okay. Yeah. Yes, well that was definitely causing problems, Potato. No, that's fine, BetAstar. I did notice that, but I practically did have a trap down, I have to tell you, but that was really funny timing on the flinch. Could not have been more perfectly timed by our friend Sergios. Right on the last frame of the animation, it seemed. Okay. First time in a little while I've had 2 viewers in here. It's usually just Vernon. Okay, so is anyone else playing? If anyone else wants to play, you are welcome to come. But yeah, guys, I don't know if any of you have something you want to do, but feel free to post. I will do whatever. Even if for one reason or another it happens to be Savage Devil Joe. The reason why we say haunt Potato is it's not like it's sort of a joke, I guess. Oh, there's Dorianus, okay. Is he going to run to the quest board? Let's have a look. Well, I guess he's behaving himself. Now, the reason why we say haunt is because in Hunsterverse there is a command, or not a command rather, there is a bot that responds to you if you say hunt, specifically the phrase any hunts, and the bot starts saying you can check the available hunts by doing such and such command. But the thing is, sometimes people haven't made a room, you see, so even if you know that, sometimes you just want to ask if there are any hunts going on, so you say any haunts, because that bypasses the bot. So, you don't remember what you need in this game, well, we can hunt something fun, that'd work for me. I do like that set, that's a nice set you've got there, BetAstar, because it's got reload speed +1, and admittedly, the Absolution bowgun does have a bit of a slow reload, so that's nice. You've addressed that. Got bonus shot, element attack up, pierce up. Pierce works because that gun's pretty good for pierce as well. Okay with hypers or no? Yeah, for sure you can post hypers, I don't mind. Nothing wrong with that, especially if it's a Naga Cougar hyper, my god. It's Deviants I've got a problem with. Alright, so we can stick with Thunder, but I'm going to move on to a different weapon type. Oh yeah, that's right, still haven't finished my fucking status set. I used to have a status set, and then I changed it, and then I realised that I needed some stupid garbage from the Meowster Hunters, so I need Tundra in low or high rank at rare, and I still haven't found it after like 200 hours of play. I swear to you, hand on heart, like 200 hours of play? Maybe 100. But 100 hours of play I still haven't found rare on low or high rank Tundra. It's just unbelievable, it makes me so angry. It's a waste of my goddamn time, to be completely honest. Anyway. Oh yes, I will have fun with Generations Ultimate Online, John. I will without a doubt enjoy myself. Alright. Find an appropriate skill. Could eat for insurance. No, I don't think that would be necessary. Yeah, I mean, I really like your set, BetAstar. It's not the sort of set that I would make, because I'm usually quite fine to deal with slower reload if I do have it, but your set's very specific. It's very tailored to that bowgun. You know, you've got elemental damage, you've got pierce damage because that's good for shooting pierce and element. You've also added some faster reload speed. And whatever the other skill was, bonus shot, because you can rapid fire the elemental shots. I mean, that armor set is well and truly an armor set specific to that bowgun, which is very cool. I think I'm mostly focused on damage-based skills. Definitely based on the bowgun in a way, but not that based on it. And I like that. So, Naga Cougar's going to be over here. How Monster Hunter players flirt. I really like your set. Yeah. Well, it's true. I'm sorry to hear that, John. Oh dear. I decided not to go with Thunder, as you can tell. I just went with Blunt. For no real reason other than I just randomly thought that I'd do that. It's been a little while since I've used a Blunt set. Here we go, let's go and hit this face. If we may. Then the typical Vernon set here, the lockdown set. It is going to be weird fighting hyper monsters again, because it has been a little while. But it makes sense to fight hypers with a full G-rank team, because unfortunately a full G-rank team, I wouldn't say it's necessarily unfortunate, you know, you get good results from a well optimized team, but and Dorianus has left, sadly, but you get good results from a well optimized team, but just a regular single G-rank monster dies way too quickly with a full G-rank team. So, God, look how fast my stamina regens. Isn't that nice? Good old stamina regeneration increase, whatever they call that. Stam regen up. Need to get Bloodwind on the go. What? Bloodwind 2? I'm quite sure I have Bloodwind 3. Why is that not equipped on this set? Maybe I don't have Bloodwind 3. It would be very strange if I didn't. But, I guess I'd better check that, although there is a good chance that I will forget. Definitely might forget. Try and hit this face if we can. Of course, one thing about a Hyper Nagakuga... Oh, see now, that is ridiculous. That should not have hit me, sorry. That should not have hit me. That was way out of his hitbox, and yet... somehow... I don't know if my character's subtle animation swayed into the hitbox during an extended... I don't even know how to describe that. Oh, there's another paralysis. Like an extended window where the attack was dealing damage. I mean, that was just overall stupid. Was not a fan of that. I look better without an armor set, yeah. I don't know why I'm so focused on the face, I just feel like dealing good damage today, apparently. Got Wolf's Maw on the go. I will activate Wolf's Maw and then we will Bloodwind. Oh god, look at that! How did that hit me? I mean, that was delayed. I actually cleared that, but it still hit me in the end. Because it's stupid. Don't know what is going on with these lingering hitboxes. They're just terrible. I actually thought I was demonized there. This is not good. Stuck between the monster and the wall. Oh my god, stop it! You know, Hyper Nagakuga, let it be known, in no uncertain terms, he's annoying. He just jumps all around the place, all over the place. I mean, I sort of combine those two phrases, as I often do. But yeah, that was quite over the top. I will probably sharpen up to green again. I don't trust the Broken Blade. I believe it affects your motion value. I could be wrong, but I think once you're into orange and then red, you are dealing heavily reduced damage. The ideal sharpness for Blunt, in other words, is just yellow. So, yeah. Oh dear, well, that was a good flinch. Sort of expecting a... oh, yeah, I was about to say sort of expecting a paralysis there, because I thought that he had been flinched by a paralysis effect being applied. But he was almost immediately paralyzed after that, so that worked out rather well. Let's get away from him while he's... Oh, come on. I was demonized, I couldn't get out of there that fast. Alright. Beat on that head again. Put that on a shirt. Yeah, he's definitely a hyper. Takes an absolute beating and then just flies off. No problem, Nagakuga, no problem at all. Where are the Y-bugs? Shit game. Yes, indeed. How could you possibly play a Monster Hunter game without Y-bugs? I need gimmicks in my Monster Hunter games. Well, this game has gimmicks, doesn't it? That's what styles and hunter arts are. But still. I'd say most people prefer the Y-bug gimmick, and I probably do too, but... not for combat. I enjoy it for getting around. That I enjoy, but for combat, no, Y-bugs can fuck off, because it ruins the mobility of certain weapon types. In other words, it makes it too easy to evade, like heavy bowgun. That's just stupid with that particular weapon. I mean, the whole idea of heavy bowgun is to be slow moving and dealing heavy damage. But now, not only does heavy bowgun deal the same fucking damage from memory, you just evade around the place like it's just a normal weight bowgun, because it's so easy to do the that silk thing, whatever they call it. Oh, how did you hit me there? You know, the hitboxes of this Nagakuga are actually miserable. Looks like BetAstar is stuck doing something, that's alright. Oh, come on, Bloodwind. Hopefully this gets him. Although, because he is hyper, this might not be enough. We can hope. We can really hope. Oh, well. Not too bad, though. That was mostly a three-man hunt, and we have him limping pretty quickly. Not too bad at all. BetAstar is not in a great spot there. Yeah, no dogs, sadly. Alright, he should not be lasting too much longer. Oh, I'm kind of shocked that that tail didn't hit me. Look at that reposition though, that's awful. That wasn't just close to, or rather that wasn't to the side of the first tail slam, that was a complete change of direction, which is awful, that it can reposition like that for the second tail slam. That's not pleasant at all. Excuse the chair. Okay, so that's monster number 1 taken care of. So yeah, there's nothing that I really need in the game either. Well, maybe either doesn't ring true. I think Vernon needs stuff, and probably BetAstar needs stuff as well, but in my case, I don't really need anything. The only stuff that I need is bounced down to garbage. Oh, your controller died. Yeah, we can do Kushala. That's fine. I seem to recall you needing Kushala Daora, yeah, last time we were hunting. Much to my chagrin, of course. I'm not much of a fan of Kushala Daora. I do have a question, though. Why was it only beginning with world that people shortened Kushala's name to Kush? I hate that, because that has a different meaning. And I think it's, and people say Kush, it's just weird, I've never understood that. It never appeared until World came out. No one ever said it. And then all of a sudden, instead of being Kushala or Daora, he was Kush, or Kush. but yeah, it was just, yeah, I had never seen it prior to that point. Never once. So... I never call him that. You've always called him that since Freedom 2. Well, that's very interesting. Because I had never ever once seen anyone refer to him that way. But when World came out, everyone called him that. It was weird. Very weird. Hello, me papa. Okay. So, Kushala means that I'll probably... I don't know. What should I even use? Almost anything that I use is not going to be very enjoyable, but... I suppose I could go poison. Is anyone else going poison? Beta is going with thunder. World habits die hard, don't they? Well, with that I will probably go poison then. I'm not too sure what weapon type I should use though. I am tempted to just go longsword. Let's just do that, seriously. So I believe we need to break the horns. We will definitely do that. No, that's the wrong weapon. Occult Daito is what we want. And that is for a different loadout. That's for a status set, okay. Yes, I would be using my status set, but I don't have it anymore because I was remaking it, and of course I required that stupid Meowstander garbage. I can't believe Meowstanders. That was such a terrible idea to bring those into the fold. I don't know what's worse, that or needing long fragments from the Argozu. Well, not Devil Slicer necessarily. Of course, Devil Slicer goes back to 1st gen as well. I just mean that it was in World when Kushala's ideal element was thunder. He's always been ideally fought with dragon. From memory, anyway. Yes, John. I do realise that that would be misconstrued. Alright. Yeah, Devil Slicer is the... that weapon goes back quite a way. It's one of the originals. Very good weapon across the board. So, I'm kind of not excited to be applying poison before anyone gets here. It looks like everyone's going to take quite some time to get up here, so maybe that wouldn't be a good idea. I'll at least get some hits in on the head. That's what I'll probably do. I'll just aim exclusively for the head. That way I can at the very least contribute to that head breaking. Whoa. Okay, I was sort of hoping that he'd go down there and then I could do a drop attack on his head. Oh dear. As you can see, well, I think I managed to get the Fade Slash on the head there. That was quite good. That's one of the things I've always hated about the Snowy Mountains, is the fact that if you start towards the bottom of the map, it seems to take so long to get to the top. To fight the monster that starts at the top. It's kind of unpleasant. Alright, I can actually attack his body a bit more aggressively now. I will be aiming for the head when I can, it's just my DPS is going to be in the toilet if, as a longsword user, I aim exclusively for the head and for nothing else. So... Devil Slicer's looking a bit more colourful in this game versus the older generations. Alright, we definitely need that poison applied. Is it? Yeah, it's applied. Very good. Good timing. Right as the Black Wind was appearing. Couldn't Fate Slash out of the way in time. Yeah. Yeah, today's not my day for good play, I'll tell you that much. I would like to get some good hits off on that head, but the best way to do that is to get a knockdown on the head first and foremost, so I guess just getting a few hits in here and there on the head is important. Sadly, that's just how it is with these Elder Dragons. You can only properly get them knocked down with a head flinch. In other words, you need to hit the head to hit the head. Of course, breaking the head of any of these, of any of the three DOS Elder Dragons, prevents them from using their ability, their special ability. So Chameleos can't go invisible with his horn broken. Teostra can't enter his flame mode with his head broken. And Kushala cannot produce his wind, or at least not his black wind, as it would be in this game, with his horns broken. Maybe I should have brought flash bombs. Do I have any? No, I don't. Sometimes I'm carrying them, but... Oh, is that a head flinch? Yes, it is. I'd like to try and get some hits off there. That was pathetic. I got like one hit out of a spirit combo on the head, and the rest was on the neck. Which is one of the things that I hate about monsters that have really long necks, and then they've got a small head on the end of it. You end up hitting the neck more than you hit the head, and they are usually two different hit zones. It's miserable. I'd best use Unhinged Spirit, if I can find good timing for it. I do like to get the hit off for it. Come on. Oh, well, fine, I'll just do it. I did manage to get the tail with that. That's pretty good. Not cut the tail, I just managed to get a hit off with that tail hanging down, which worked out well. One thing that I did like about second generation movements of Kushala and Teostra was that they had a predictable roar, where they would, usually when they jumped back, they would roar, and that would always be a good opportunity to hit the head. In these games, it's not always that way. Sometimes they do the roar, sometimes they don't. It's not like a roar that affects you, it's just sort of a standard roar. Sadly, it's not as predictable in this game. The reason why I'm not yet at red is because I'm really trying to aim for that fucking head, which is by no means an enjoyable process. That is true, Potato. I think they They went a little bit far with the Elder Dragons, there were just too many of them. I do agree with that. I think, if anything, the Elder Dragons were not... I think Elder Dragons always should have been, like, Gen Moran class monsters, those really big ones. Because... Oh, no, stop! Because I feel that they are... The good thing about a Gen Moran class Elder Dragon, I say that as in, you know, referring to the size of the monster. The thing about those monsters is that you look at them, you know they're Elder Dragons. Whereas if you were to just look at Teostra's model on its own, or Kushala's model, it's hard to remove the Elder Dragon association from them because we have seen them for so long, and we've known them to be Elder Dragons, but to me they don't look like Elder Dragons necessarily. They don't look that special, you see. Admittedly, Lao Shan Lung doesn't look that special either, and I guess even Fatalis is a bit simplistic and nondescript in his design, but I feel like the bar was raised with monsters like Yamatsukami, because he was a truly unique looking monster. And that's what I think Elder Dragons should be. Monsters that you look at and immediately know, well, he's obviously an Elder Dragon. That sort of thing. Is that head broken? I think it is. No, it's not. It's still not fucking broken. My god. Breaking Kushala Daora's head is one of the most miserable fucking experiences in Monster Hunter. Is it broken? No. Oh my fucking god. See, if it were second gen, when he jumped back there, he would have done his roar, and that would have been predictable, and something that we could have taken advantage of, but he doesn't do it in this generation. Which is fine, I understand why they would want to make a monster less predictable, I think that's important, but it's just part of the monsters evolving. It really is an evolution in that sense, because what they do... Where did he... Oh, he must have gone over here. But, yeah, the whole thing with monster AI becoming more complicated is a good thing. I think that's a positive change. But, for someone who wants to break the horns, yeah, it is annoying for the AI to be less predictable. And of course, because I'm not hitting him so regularly, because I'm aiming for that head, which is difficult to get consistent hits on, I'm not applying my poison very frequently. Holy jumping fucking shitballs. Takashi and Potato are flirting in the chat. Oh, there we go, there's the fucking head, finally. Now I can just focus on hitting the damn arsehole. Could have critical junctured that, I think. Oh, also the claw swipe has a much less forgiving hitbox. You would think that with the older games having worse hitboxes, the hitbox here would be more fair. It's actually not. The claw of the Teostra and Kushala in second generation was actually very forgiving. Very forgiving. Of course, I'm just waiting for Kushala to actually stay still, because running in with a longsword when he's charging around is a terrible idea, because you'll just get hit. You'll be stuck in a combo and you'll get caught in his dashing hitbox. There we go, that's Unhinged Spirit. I'd like to get that tail, actually. But I'm not really holding my breath on that. Try longsword. Was that a limp? God. With my DPS being as shitted as it has been, I'm kind of shocked that he's limping. He's definitely not... That's one thing that they really fucked up with Elder Dragons. I think Elder Dragons, if they were going to look like this, which is not very exciting visually, I've never liked the way Kushala looks. I always felt he looked a bit boring. I mean, he's a steel dragon, so I guess he's kind of interesting in that way, and he summons wind or whatever. But if you're going to have these older dragons look this way, at least have them be strong, HP-wise. In 2nd gen, the 3 elder dragons had a lot of health. A lot of health. But here, not really. You needed a well-optimized team to get about a 10-minute hunt in with a G-rank elder dragon. Out of bombs, no problem. Yeah, go for it, Ben. Oh, doing that instead, are we? That works too. I could see Vernon was setting up for a proper detonation, though. It's always satisfying to bomb a monster to death. So I believe we broke the wings and the head. Didn't cut the tail because I wasn't aiming for it. I was aiming desperately for the head at the expense of my DPS. Suppose I could have just brought a hammer, to be honest. Maybe that would have been a better idea. What is my poison hammer in this game? Well, I do have the cactus, but that's not a very good weapon, you see. I think I have the cactus. Yeah, I do. I have it for joke weapon roulette, but... yeah. Wanted to get a look at that devil slicer. They've given it like a purpley colour. Yeah, look. They've got some purple on the sheath. That's interesting. Don't think it had that in Freedom Unite. It might have, but I'm mostly remembering the design from 1st gen. But aside from that little purple thing on the sheath, it's basically the exact same weapon design as it was in the original Monster Hunter. Yeah, they made Monster AI very forgiving in Rise, that's for sure. Not that I want to keep talking about that game, but John Ross seems to be quite incensed by it, by Monster Hunter Rise. Oh god, you didn't even get one horn? I'm sorry to hear that. Is it Horn Plus or Hard Horn? I think it's Horn Plus, isn't it? That's what I got. Where's Daor? Here. Yeah, it's Horn Plus. Oh no, Hard Horn. Fuck me. So I didn't get a Hard Horn either. At least I don't think so. What a prick. Liu Kang is like, do my quest. It's my turn now. Kinda tempted to kick the little dick. I feel John's pain. Oh, Devil Slicer has lots of green, does it? Oh my god. I'm kind of tempted to just kick Liu Kang. I don't like that attitude. I mean, he joined last. He's player 4. Oh, he probably thought it was his turn because Vernon was player 3 and had posted his quest. Well, there's nothing in the room information that would suggest that we are doing a turns room, so he can bugger off. I don't like his insistence. You see. Alright. So what are we doing now? Another Kushala? Oh, Liu Kang is back. Should have fucking guessed. We're not playing with a big community anymore. We're playing in a very small community where they can just return immediately, so... In fact, I think this is the only time I've kicked someone in Generations Ultimate and they've come back immediately. Oh my fucking god. Liu Kang. Well, post whatever you'd like, Beta. I'm not doing Liu Kang's quest. He's pissing me off. Anyway. What was I thinking of using? I was thinking of using something. Can't remember what it was now. Let's check Monster Hunters again. Oh my god. Monster Hunters, here we go. Yeah, of course. I mean, seriously. I just want rare in the tundra, please. That's what I want. I don't ask for much. Just for rare in the tundra for low rank or high rank. Yeah, we can do Chameleos, I'm fine with that. What would I like to use for Chameleos? We can use this. Do Charge Blade for a change. Oh, Charge Blade. Yeah, that's right, Potato. I got bot followed, and shockingly, they still haven't been removed or whatever. I don't know what happened with that. Oh, Liu Kang throws tantrum. Oh, they're not doing my quest. I'm out of here. Yeah, fuck off. That 400 special Dauntless recording. Oh dear. Hello, spaceman. Oh goodness. Don't you have this game, Potato? Why aren't you playing with us? What's wrong with you? We can have a group of 4. We won't have to worry about people like Liu Kang. Is there any reason to put something in that double slot? No. We were just checking. Shiva. What is that set? Water attack +1. Hello. Water attack +1. Why would you bother having that talisman on? It doesn't achieve anything. Oh my god. I struggle to believe that at Hunter rank 87 that is the best talisman you have. Whatever. That's the way it's gonna be. Your switch is in your car. Do you play while you're driving? No, I don't actually think you play while you're driving. And that would be pretty interesting though. Imagine getting pulled over for that. Like you're actually playing Monster Hunter. That'd be so funny. You could do a skit with that. You're playing Monster Hunter while driving. And then you get pulled over and you're like, look man, I'm about to kill this Fatalis. Just shut up a moment. It's almost dead. That'd be pretty good. You know, policemen deal with some weird shit, but that'd be a new one, I think. Like a policeman pulling someone over and they're playing a video game while they're supposed to be driving, and then when they get pulled over they don't want to deal with the cop because they're so focused on the game they're playing. I don't think a cop's ever experienced that. Well, I'm sure at least one policeman in the world has experienced that, but I'd say very few have. You play when you wait in traffic? Well, I'm sorry to hear that you make a commute that has that much traffic that you can whip out your Switch and start playing. Oh dear. Let me go and red shield it up. Oh, don't do that, you fucking dick. No, stop it. Oh shit. Can't remember how to use the charge blade apparently. I have to shield this. Oh no. Hit those back legs. Not as effective as it was in 2nd gen, but still. Does knock him down. And it's not like you can get him knocked down any other way. You do have to aim for those back legs, sadly. Now some people do have the misunderstanding that the back legs are actually a good damage zone. It's actually not. Oh, what a terrible time for you to do that. Right as I was pulling out Ripper Shield, you dick. Actual dick. About to get Energy Blade up. I will actually use my files for that. If I can possibly get on target with the back legs, my god. Here we go. Sheathing to get in position. I'd like to get this on the face, but I'm scared that I'll miss Energy Blade if I aim for the face, so I might not do that. Oh. Now, I realise that visually that didn't connect, but I do think that was so close that it would have dealt the damage by way of lag compensation. I can hope so anyway. I can pray. God, that was pathetic. I got like one hit off on the head there. Well, whatever. No, you fucking don't. Oh, of course I would drop my shit. I assumed that he was only going to do one. Ugh, what a frustration. I don't believe the poison lasts too long if you're affected by those, but still. I'd rather get it dealt with immediately. Can't see you. I'm playing Charge Blade, disgusting. And want to know what's disgusting, Potato? The fact that you think Switch Axe is better than Charge Blade. That's disgusting. And this is coming from someone who doesn't really like Charge Blade that much. I find that so sickening that if I had eaten today, I'd be holding in my lunch just thinking about it. God. That was nasty. That whole sequence was nasty. Swag Axe, no. No. Definitely not. What is happening? What is happening? I need to get an AED out. Never mind, I won't be getting anything out in the way of an AED, my god. Do I have... I do have purple sharpness, let's sharpen ourselves up. Yeah, I saw that you were against the wall there, Vernon. Oh, Shiva. Boo fucking who. It's a Chameleos, dickhead. Imagine abandoning over that. That's actually sad. I haven't seen that in a little while. Someone abandoning over a death, or a double death in a Chameleos hunt, that's actually pathetic. What I would say is that that would be a measure of his confidence. Not necessarily confidence in the team, it's just... he probably thinks he would die again. Well, what if, for instance, he doesn't have a max potion? He probably did the right thing. If he didn't have a max potion... Shiva's parents don't love him. Well, if he didn't have a max potion, he probably did the right thing. Because he may very well have died again. If he's not confident against a Chameleos and he didn't have a max potion, well, there's a good chance he may have died and failed the quest for us. Which would have been bad news for everyone. Especially for him. Because he would be dying twice. Let's rip a shield. There we go. I do enjoy Ripper Shield because the hit lag there is very, very satisfying. Like, it's heavy hit lag, so it's quite fun to use it. I probably should Energy Blade. I'd like to get the tail with Energy Blade, but that would be, in the words of James Rolfe, like trying to stick your dick in a Cheerio. Uh-oh, Vernon's off. I can't save you, man. Can't save you. But that is obviously the unfortunate part of poison attacks. You get that a lot with Raytheon tail flips. If you're dealing with like especially with Hypergold Raytheon, for example, a monster who does really heavy damage, if you get hit by a tail flip from a Hypergold Raytheon, in the time that it takes for you to get up, the poison will have eaten away at the remainder of your health, so... yeah, that is the annoying thing about poison attacks. Oh well. Let's give that another try. I will change weapons just because, you know, I've already scratched my Charge Blade itch, I think. I don't use Charge Blade too often. I will actually use my Firelight Bowgun. I think that would be a good idea. Oh, someone who is failing to connect with the room properly has entered. Oh no, that is actually your name. You have question marks as your name. Now, usually when you see question marks for the name of a person in-game, it means that they've failed to connect to the room. So oftentimes you can just be sitting in a room with a free slot, but then it says, like, you know, X number of question marks has left, even though no one joined the room with those question marks in their name. Well, that's because the person failed to connect to the extent where their name didn't even load. Are you going to sleep, Beta, or are you... Oh, you're applying sleep, right. Wait, out of thin air? Is this the... This isn't the... No. No, it's not. For a second I thought it was the, event quest. I was thinking, God, that'd be a bit nasty, but... yeah, we can go for sleep, I don't mind doing that. Well, I take that personally, Potato. Purple's my favourite colour, I'll have you know. How dare you? How dare you? We can never be friends. See, Takashi is like in full flirt mode with Potato right now. What do you think about blue, Potato? And then he's like, blue is my favourite. Of course, Takashi's name is blue. I mean, you two, honestly. Get a fucking room. Let's get some flaming shots there. Alright. Yeah, for a second I thought it was the event quest, which I've seen some team wipes, but a Chameleos that hits as hard as he does in that that event quest is really a nasty thing to contend with. Definitely wouldn't have been a good thing to post that. Feels good to return to internal ammo. That's one thing that I do love about this game, the fact that they introduced internal ammo. They technically did that with Generations, because I know someone's going to say that. Every time I refer to the G-Rank game as far as something being introduced, they say, well, no, it was introduced in the high rank game. I mean, of course it was. I'm going the wrong way. And the reason why is because I forgot what we were hunting. I do that all the time. I just aimlessly make my way somewhere, not knowing what the hell I'm hunting. What was I saying? Something about internal ammo? Oh yeah, like if I talk about a... like if I say in 4 Ultimate such and such was introduced, someone's going to be like, no, that was in Monster Hunter 4. I'm thinking, well, thanks, I know that. You know, everyone likes to be anal, you see. Oh, that's asleep. God, that was fast. I mean, there are going to be so many sleeps. I really should have brought a lot of bombs, to be completely honest. Well, I guess I'll leave the detonation to you, seeing as though you generally take care of that. Anal is great? Okay. 4 Ultimate was not really different from 4. It wasn't just a G-Rank version, admittedly. Nothing cosmetically changed. I believe Charge Blade became better in 4 Ultimate. Charge Blade was initially not very good. I think they fucked something up. I think there might have even been a glitch associated with Charge Blade that caused it to be quite poor in Monster Hunter 4. In other words, there were small balancing changes, but other than that, it was the same game. Oh, fuck off. Yeah, 4 Ultimate had been in the works quite, well and truly by 2011. It was basically being developed in tandem with 3 Ultimate. I said 4, right? Not 4 Ultimate. Anyway. There we go. I can't remember how Insect Glaive was in 4 though. But I never played, I only watched people play the demo or whatever of Monster Hunter 4 in Japanese when that first dropped. That was the only time that I watched people play Monster Hunter 4. Because I always assumed that it would come in English anyway, so I just didn't really care, I just didn't pay attention to it. And I also wasn't really that enamored with the idea of there being a 3DS Monster Hunter. I never got over that. Oh god, another sleep. Okay, well, what would be good for me to do as a wake-up? I guess there's nothing for me to use as a wake-up here. I think you might have hit Chameleos with that kick. Look, if you want me to detonate, I can do that. It's just last time you were dropping a bomb when Vernon was able to detonate. So I assumed you didn't want bowgunners to detonate for one reason or another, so I was deferring to you, but if you're going to kick bombs and take damage, I will detonate. It's not too difficult for me to do. Oh god. Well, it is true. There's a reason why it wasn't just outside of the game, even inside of the game, people used to joke about it. Like, people would have... I remember seeing one shout which was like, look, I don't even know how to pronounce this. I don't speak French. It's like, Ji suis? Is it Ji suis? I don't fucking know. Whatever the fuck it is, you know, that, Ji suis monte. And, someone typed that and then was like, just kidding, in their mounting shout. But the reality was that most of the French players were Insect Glaive users, it's just what it was. So you were constantly seeing that in the chat. It was quite funny. I do hate that tongue, though, when he's being mounted. I also don't like the fact that every single time you fight Chameleos, it's like some arseholes dropped a smoke bomb. The most annoying thing in the world... Another sleep. The most annoying thing in the world is when someone... Oh. Well, that's fine. The most annoying thing in the world, just to say that for the third fucking time, is when someone drops a smoke bomb when it's not needed. Or when it doesn't actually do anything. Because the frustrating thing about that is that it does obstruct your view. And just doesn't do anything in the process. The worst thing, however, is when people in Freedom Unite drop smoke, or rather dung bombs, because dung bombs in those older games were actually more like smoke bombs, but shit-coloured smoke bombs. And it was I mean, if you think a smoke bomb's bad, the old dung bombs were worse, okay? Those things were just... Ugh. And they didn't do anything, they didn't actually repel the monster, it was actually the biggest troll to drop a dung bomb during a hunt. I remember the last time I had to deal with someone dropping dung bombs in Freedom Unite, at least, was in a double Lavazioth quest. The second Lavazioth came, and we had to deal with both Lavazioths plus this mist, this thick haze of brown. It was just insane. It was the worst experience of my life. And the guy didn't just drop one, he dropped like 2. It was awful. Just an awful experience. And... ugh. I probably still have a screenshot of that somewhere. It was absolutely awful. Well, you shouldn't be playing Freedom Unite on iOS. You can play it on a PC. It's a much better bloody experience. Is this a large Elder Dragon gem? No, it's not. Alright. I'm just going to check to see if I have that screenshot. Oh, that was my second Gold Crown Large, and it was larger than what I previously had as a Gold Crown Large. Okay. No, I don't think I do have the screenshot. Oh well. I do remember it in my mind very clearly, though. It was a sad day. I might have it somewhere, but... Oh, dear. So, what are we doing now? Are we doing Kushala again? Probably. Not that I really want to, but I would like to help out Vernon with this. My eyes are beginning to hurt. Don't know why. Well, not really hurt, they're sort of an itchy sensation, I suppose. That was a lot of sleeps, though. That was like 3 or 4 sleeps for one Chameleos, so it was something that I don't often see. Alright, I think we'll just go Defender High. If we are doing Kushala Daora, I will get something else on the go. I don't know what that would end up being. Something that can hit the head easily. What would that be? Oh, hammer, that's right, I said I would hammer. Let's do that. So I will use... Well, let's see if I have a poison hammer. I don't think I do, at least not a proper one. As I said, I do have the cactus here. But I don't think I want to use that, it's not very good. No, I don't seem to have a legitimate poison hammer, so I guess I'm going with this thing. That's fine. Very well. Blizzard Blower. He's hoping I don't spawn at the bottom of the map. It might be my turn to do that now. Yeah, the paralysis will make that much easier. As far as breaking the head, that would be a great idea. What on earth is that insect glaive? That must be Crystal Beard. That is a really weird insect glaive. It's got this giant... It looks like an impact weapon. I always find it funny, I've talked about this before, but when cutting weapons have a weapon design that looks like an impact weapon, you know, something that just couldn't possibly deal cutting damage, realistically speaking, is actually able to cut tails and things like that. Examples include Rajan Greatsword, things of that nature, you know. And I guess if we're talking about insect glaives, we can also talk about the broom. There is literally a broom that you can use as an insect glaive. Kind of hard to imagine that being able to cut anything. And yet it does. Oh, I forgot to bring flash bombs, but if we do have paralysis, I think we will be able to... break these horns with minimal difficulty. Although without that dink o'clock. Well, it's dink o'clock for you, perhaps. It's always dink o'clock for me because I am dink, you see. Oh, damn. Did it just a little too late. Whoop. Bastard. Come on, turn and face me. Well, I was almost on target for that. Right, turn around. No, of course he wouldn't turn to face me. Okay. Let's get in position for the head. Not necessarily expecting a KO here. Well, we're definitely going to get one after this, provided I don't really mess up my hammer timing with the head movements. Because of course the head is just... it's this fucking sausage of a thing that just flails around. In fact, that's the best way to refer to the Kushala or a head. It is a flailing fucking sausage. I know it looks like I didn't get a single hit in there, but you never know, lag compensation might have done something. I really do hate that flailing sausage though. Well, some people just prefer YouTube, and for some people YouTube does actually run smoother. As you were saying before, in fact. Look at this, this is just great. I mean, you should have used this in the first place, Vernon, especially if you needed horns, because if you didn't need horns then it wouldn't really matter, but a set like this is most important for things like horns. Alright, let's try to time this a little better this time. This is better. All 3 hits, very good. Can I get the golf swing? Oh, they might have dealt the damage. How the fuck, after all of these hits with KO King, has this asshole not been KO'd yet? I cannot actually fucking believe it. It's an insult to me. I fucking hate you, Kushala. You're really pissing me off today. Okay. Yeah, being affected by wind press, that's just perfect. I mean, really. Get knocked out, please. Now turn and face me. Thank you. But unfortunately, I was flinched out of my hammer charge. Missed out on... Please get KO'd, what the fuck? I cannot believe that you need that much KO build-up. Maybe he's just fairly resistant, I don't know. And of course that would hit the fucking neck and not the head. That seems about right to me. Of course. How could I ever imagine it to be any other way? Yeah, great. Oh, here we go. Not even a head flinch. Still no head flinch or KO. I'm gonna tear my hair out in a minute. He has been KO'd once. Oh, okay. I guess I didn't even notice. Hello, Jerome. Okay, so if he's been KO'd once, then we're A-okay. Let's try to spinning meteor this. We're not going to get the final slam off. Oh no, we got it off. Thanks to the paralysis. It's strange that I didn't notice the first KO. I must have been distracted by the chat. That's usually what happens. If I don't realize something obvious has taken place during the hunt, it's probably because I've been distracted by the chat. Again, that hit was on the neck. What a goddamn nightmare. Well, despite the fact that I've been sitting here complaining the whole time about Kushala being non-cooperative, I mean, this has been a very, very effective hunt. You've done very well. Didn't turn to face me. I'm not blaming you. It has nothing to do with you talking to me. It has everything. I mean, even if you were not talking, for instance, I would be checking the chat. It's not a matter of blaming you. I'm distracted by the chat, irrespective of what is being typed there. Nothing to be taken personally. You allow for that sort of thing when you're streaming. That's funny. Funny timing. Just getting my golf swing in there. Interrupted the mouse. Not good. It's not good timing, really, because what ends up happening... Ugh, that's a really weird animation that he does. Where he just sort of stands there and seems to be very much in pain. Yes, I do go by many names. Doomlink is a fair standard, really. No jokes, potato, only serious. I managed to carve a large Elder Dragon gem. I wouldn't have even noticed that, but I did just manage to check the screen as I carved it. So that's pretty cool. One thing that I do enjoy about verticality with the hammer is that you can do that. You can do a nice heavy slam when you are charging up like this. I think that's very cool. And that's right, Vernon. I mean, if we want to break that head, we absolutely want to lock him down as much as possible. If you have a set like that on hand, that's the way we want to do it, especially if you're not getting a guaranteed hard horn every time you break the horns. And I certainly didn't get a hard horn that time. God, hard horns are just a bloody nightmare. How many do I have? Great, 3 hard claws in the rewards box. That's exactly what I wanted. Well, it was actually more than that. I think I got some on the first page, but second page I got an additional 3, which I certainly didn't need. I hope you at least got one, though. I don't know how many you need, but fucking hell. These last 2 hunts I didn't get any hard horns. Let's check to see how many I actually have, out of interest. I have 10. Oh, okay. I don't know how I have 10, but... he gave you 2! Well, holy shit. You prefer Valstrak's Japanese name? Varufalk. Yeah, we just called him Valfalk. Which is a better name than Valstrax. When Valstrax was first revealed to be his English name, people used to joke that he was like some sort of Marvel villain. And I don't care about Marvel or any of that sort of business, but, I guess it does sound a bit like a villain from one of those comic series. Valstrax versus Valfalk. Valfalk. Varufalk. Varufalk. I agree. I think the Japanese name's better. Usually they do a pretty good job of making an English version of the Japanese names, but I don't think Valstrax was a good example. Apparently I have space in my guild card list. Don't know how. How did I end up with space here? I guess I've got another 2 slots and then it's full. Let's have a look at these old guild cards. One strange thing is that they didn't let you... well, I understand why they didn't let you carry over your guild cards from generations. That's why they start in 2018, you see. But, yeah. All Beaston. Nice name. All Beaston. Get big, son. Get big, son. Ah. What the fuck? That guy's an absolute alpha male. Oh, I know this guy. I joined one of his Monster Hunter servers, actually. He had a server. It was really weird because you can see that I first found him around November 2018, and then I found him again almost a year later, just randomly. And I said, hey, you're actually on my guild card list. I met you like a year ago. And he was like, oh, cool. And then he invited me to his Discord server, but I never really talked then. Wonder if I'm still there. No, I left it. I left it like maybe a year ago. I don't know. Yeah, I think Valstrax is a bit too comical. I agree with that. What are we hunting? Happy to hunt whatever. Did you... oh, you needed 2 plus an Elder Dragon Gem. Well, that's cool. Well, looks like you've taken care of that, thank God. I didn't get a hard horn during that period of time, but I didn't need one. So I'm glad you got them. Who's posting, says Beto? Let's let... question mark guy. I'll just say P4. Go for it, question mark guy. I'll probably go for another 30 minutes or so. I won't do a really long recording. Well, it looks like Mr. Question Mark Guy doesn't want to post. He's walking in a circle. What a fool. Open your eyes. Yeah, well, he's read it now. This will be your last? Alright. Well, if it's your last, I'll make it my last too. May as well finish up at the same time. Oh, great. He's gone and posted a quest we've already done. But, that's fine. I'll just have to use something especially entertaining. Whatever that ends up being. Let's just use a spread bow. So, what would be good? Let me check to see. Yes, I think all of my spread bows are load up except for Raytheon, so... As in, except for fire, so... What is my thunder spread? It's not... Oh, it might be you. No. It's not Archbeast Avatar, I know you're my rapid bow, so... Must be... Yes, it's Max Volt Sender. Yes, spread level 5, there we go. Very good. If you're only 70% asleep, Potato, I don't know why you can't stick around for at least one more hunt, but sure. You're a funny character. Now, what do you shoot? Power level 2 and a bunch of elements, so let's go and make some space for that. Can put away that and that. There we go. That'll be just enough for what I need, coatings-wise. Yeah, Generations guild cards do not carry... your guild card will, but your guild card list will not. In other words, your character and your guild card will carry over. All the weapon uses, for example, the quests you've completed will carry over, like your awards will carry over. All of that is the same. However, the people that you meet will not be carried over. And that's one thing they did not carry over. So fear not. There's nothing wrong with that, Vernon. Sword and shield is a good weapon type. Fine, guess I'll stay. Mean. Not really. You're only 70% asleep. And I'm going for one more hunt. You'll be alright. You'll manage somehow. Somewhere within you, you can muster the strength to survive another 15 minutes. I think. Probably not even, well, 15 minutes would be an appropriate guess. Not too impressed to fight this guy again, but I don't think I'll mind it. I enjoy the load up spread set that I have. It's got this crazy waste piece. I mean, look at this. Is this not over the top? I like it. It's not really an attractive looking mixed set, I realise this, but And it doesn't actually use the Damascus head, it's just, I believe that's transmogged over whatever I'm using. Yeah, it is, a Cantor Fangs XR. Ow. Again, that fucking lingering hitbox. That didn't allow me to dive. This is a great start to the fight. It is very annoying when you are doing what you need to dive, and then the game just doesn't want to let you do that. It's very frustrating. Oh dear. There we go. No, I might... No, I didn't mean to shoot that off. Come on. Alright, let's try to do a combo here that I don't often do. Here we go. That's a bit of fun. Nothing wrong with that. Get away from Mr. Greatsword Man in case he does an upswing. You never know. It's annoying that I had to evade that. Come on. Gold Crown Small? Could be. Actually could be. Now that I look at him. Yeah, I think he could be. He's very small. This one is small. Where is that? This one is small. Here we go. Yeah, I think he is particularly small. Whether or not he's small enough for Gold Crown Small, I can't say, but he's definitely a small Nagakuga. This is one of those monsters that you don't flash bomb, by the way. As you can see. Because he becomes unpredictable. He doesn't move any slower, and he just becomes unpredictable, so you've made the hunt a little harder. By flash bombing. What you really want to do is sonic bomb him. But that requires good timing. Alright, I'll leave element level 1 for after power coating level 2, but I should be able to keep all of my power coatings for the rest of this hunt. God, he swings his tail fast when he's hyper. That's what I usually do. I usually have a Mega Dash juice. Well, this will last me the rest of the hunt if I use it now, so that's fine. I have no stamina skills on this set because I chose to, instead of investing in stamina skills, I would use Mega Dash juice. It's just I forgot to do that. I had a feeling that there was something not quite right there. And that's what it was. That was a bit dangerous what I just did there. Basically put myself in harm's way. I'm not bothering with triple volley, that would just affect my DPS negatively. We're doing very well this quest though. Much better than last time. Unsurprisingly, because we do have 4 now. I think that's a limp, isn't it? No. Still not limping. God, they are tanky. Uh-oh. Look at that. I'd whip out a Dust of Life, but I'm having too much fun hitting this monster. Sorry. I think someone else whipped out the Dust of Life. Of course, the best thing about spread is that you don't really have to aim your shots. You technically aim yourself. You aim your character. But you don't need to aim down your sight. That's not necessary. When am I going to stream Freedom Unite? I don't know. I don't think I will stream Freedom Unite for quite some time, because when I'm recording on PC, that requires a lot more natural light than a typical recording, and we're moving into winter now over here in Australia, so the position of the sun is not really going to work for that. What I will do instead is record Freedom Unite for the Doomlink's Random Hunt series. I've been meaning to do that. It's been a while since I've added to Doomlink's Random Hunt, so do expect Freedom Unite recordings, just not live streamed. I'd love to stream it. I'd love to. But it's just not practical with my current setup. So, yeah, I will do some Doomlink's Random Hunts recordings of it. Yeah, I'll do some Portable Thirds, some Freedom Unite, some Freedom 1. No, you fucking don't. Get the fuck out of there. Oh, can we kill him in this zone? Let's do it. I think we can do it. Come on. Oh, so close. Oh, you're in London, I see. Unless you assume you can't go straight to Dublin. Which I guess, well, some go straight to Dublin. Oh, that's a dead Naga Cougar over that way. God, look at that. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Well, London's definitely pretty cold. Alright. I would like to gather this honey. It's looking rather appetizing, if you ask me. Although it's a bit gross to think that the honey is dripping on my head. Look, I know you think you're so funny. Question mark, guy. I know you think you're so funny. Alright. So that's probably going to conclude my recording here. It's the first time in a while that I've actually sat down and played Generations Ultimate. Yeah, I'm gonna be... I'll be done from this point, Beta. I do thank BetAstar and Vernon for joining me, of course. And whenever I am playing this game, or any game for that matter, you are welcome to join me if you are able. But generally most people have Generations Ultimate, so that's the easiest game for people to play with me on, but yeah. That's going to be it for this recording. Yeah, 12 more hunts, no thank you. But yes, I will take my leave. I do thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.